Good day and welcome to Salvation Ministries Africa. You know, we sent people to the moon long ago. And one astronaut made this statement. He said, this was one step for humanity, but a huge step for all mankind. I understand that they're now going to send people to Mars, where they will be equipped to live. Somehow, we always want to go up. There's just this longing in our human hearts. But I want to tell you about somebody, the second person of the Godhead, who 2,000 years ago came down. He was born in Bethlehem. He was cradled in a manger. And the prophet Isaiah said, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders. For he shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. He grew up in an obscure village named Nazareth. He lived there for 30 years. Yeah, his public ministry only lasted 3.5 years. But from that 3.5 years short, fleeting ministry, his life sent out a power that lifted empires off their hinges, changed the course of history, and colored the stream of time with his blood. When you write the date, you immediately know that Jesus Christ was born into this world. We don't say it's so many years after Julius Caesar or it's so many years after Napoleon Bonaparte, but we do say it is so many years after Jesus Christ. He died an ignominious death as a slave and as an alien, yet his name eclipses all others. He is the center of all history. Everything revolves around that name. We are living in a technological age. We can do almost anything. We can contact people right across the globe in a split second. And yet, when I look around me, I see people wasting away. Young people who want to commit suicide. They haven't lived even. People have no cause, they have no hope, they have no direction in their lives. There's something lacking. I want to suggest to you today that all humanity have a God-shaped void within them. And my dear friend, if you are watching, if God doesn't fill that void, it will always remain empty. He has the most powerful name on earth. I love stories, and this story really touched my heart, and I want to share it with you. There was a man by the name of James Proctor who was a total atheist, but he had a godly neighbor, and Mr. Proctor was terminally ill. And the neighbor came to him and says, James, please here, take my Bible. This will mean everlasting life to you. This will give you life. And James replied and he said, take your old Bible and leave my house. I want nothing to do with that. The neighbor related this story to his wife, and the little girl overheard this conversation. She took her new Bible, ran over to James Proctor's house. She came into the house and she stood next to the bedside of this dying man. And she said, sobbing her heart out, sir, you told my daddy that you don't want his old Bible. So here's my Bible. It's a new Bible. Please have it. And she left the room. A few days after that, the coroner removed the body of James Proctor. But underneath his pillow, they found a tear-stained note with the following words: I've tried in vain 1,000 ways, my fears to quell, my hopes to raise. But what I need, the Bible says, is ever only Jesus. My soul is night, my heart is still. I cannot see, I cannot feel. For light, for love, I must appeal in simple faith to Jesus. He died, He lives, He reigns, He pleads. There's love in all His words and deeds. There's all a guilty sinner needs, forevermore in Jesus. Though some should sneer and some should say, I go with all my guilt and shame. I go to Him because His name, above all names, is Jesus. I want to suggest that unless we have Jesus, we have nothing. There's power in this name. He made an entrance into this world. When He came, there was no light. When He left, there was no darkness. You and I need this friendship with Jesus Christ. And you know what? If you really want to go up, like our astronauts, listen to the words of Jesus Christ Himself. He said, and I, when I be lifted up, will draw all men to me. That is the way. I, today, give you Jesus. He is the sweetest name there is. God bless you and goodbye.